Hey there YouTube, it's Math Bowler and welcome to this in-person autograph recap video from Austintown, Ohio. They had their fireworks celebration day, which there was a automobile dealership of sorts who had brought in 4 signers, free signers, and thank you to Ed for telling me about this, as I ended up getting 45 autographs at this event, all for free. They were racking up the autographs. And there's a stack of 34 trading cards in there. So it was nice to hang out with Ed, Ken, Cory, good stuff. Friendly autograph-seeking people, not the dealers or really rough push-through people type of jerks or cut lines and everything type of people. So first up was Len Barker. And I got him on the baseball, this photo, and the 86 Topps trading card. Now this baseball is extra important. It has to start off. So back in 2016 at the National, VIP signers would put down any inscription you asked. 2018, VIP signers, they were putting down any inscription you asked. TriStar didn't care. Fast forward to 2024, Len Barker was a free signer, and no, you're not getting inscriptions. Now, a couple of the guys would just do it without even being asked. Bob Lilly, Terry Cummings. But Len Barker only signed his name, and that's all that could happen because TriStar wanted $29 for the inscription, plus an extra $10 processing fee. It's like I dropped $2,500 with TriStar, and they're trying to get me for... No, I'm not doing it. Well, so I presented him this baseball and just asked, could you add your perfect game inscription? And he did. So, TriStar, take that $40 and, well, you're not getting the $40. Got it for free. Awesome. Then we got Len Barker on this photo. They had a nice selection of photos for sale for $5. So it's like, okay, I'm going to grab that because the cards didn't mean as much to me. And he did add that perfect game inscription plus his trading card. So I got 3 things signed by Len Barker. And then I noticed he was signing a whole bunch of stuff for people, you know, 4, 6 things. So, like, let's do it. But also, there was Bob Golic who was there. Now, I brought some trading cards for him, but then I saw some really cool photos. And I'm sure whoever was putting this on was selling these to try to recoup some of the money for bringing these guests, which I very much appreciate them doing. So, yes, buy some stuff off them. So that's a cool photo of Bob Golic, and he signed it. And also this one. This is just amazing. Yes. Oh, my goodness. That is so unbelievably great. He shared a funny story while signing that photo, but I don't really have the time to go through it because my camera will cut out at some point here if I don't keep this under 12 minutes 45 seconds. So anyway, Bob Golic also signed 3 cards, and he said he was hoping someone would bring this card. He signed it in white paint pen, and he wanted to sign this one in white paint pen. No problem. He signed that one in blue Sharpie. So I got 5 things signed by Bob Golic for free. That is awesome. And there wasn't many people there. So I went ahead back through Len Barker's line, who he is so nice. And Bob Golic was so nice too, though he still looks like he pretty tough guy. And Len Barker signed 7 cards, including the 2 stickers that you see here. Like I said, he was racking them up. He was being so nice. And Bob Golic was the same way. So I had 5 other cards I brought from Bob Golic, and he signed all 5. He was reaching for the white paint pen again. I said, oh, the blue's fine for this one. I'm okay with that. So the autograph card came out nice. So really good stuff. My buddy Ed wanted to go through his line again and asked if I had any doubles. I gave him 6 cards. 2 of them were duplicates. He offered him the 2 duplicates, and he gave me the other 4. So, and by the way, that's the wrong person from the perfect game. That's the right person, Hassie. He put his perfect game inscription on that one, too. That was nice of him to do that. So then it's like, at this point, I brought every Len Barker card that I knew that I had in a certain pile. I know I have more, but I went through again, got 4 more, because there was nobody in the line at that point. There was nobody left. So I got 28 autographs between the two guys there. 18 from Len Barker and 10 from Bob Golic. That was great. There weren't many autograph hounds dealers there. You know, it was nice to get autographs from people and not have to worry about the crowds and all that. It was just a good situation. Then, next up, were the other session that was coming up were 2 former Pittsburgh Steelers. So, first up was Dwayne Woodruff. Now, I had this photo. Actually, the remaining, I'm going to show you 6 photos. All of them were from my collection. He added Super Bowl 14 to that. Very cool. Come out pretty decent in the gold paint pen. He tried very hard not to push down on that paint pen too aggressively. So it skipped in a couple spots, but overall it looks good. And he also signed this photo. And he hooked up the inscriptions. He also included the MVP inscription. That's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Woodruff. And he also signed for me this card. So I got 3 things signed by Mr. Woodruff. You know, I was kind of testing the waters. So let me put a card in there too. And I saw people getting, you know, 4, 5, 6 things signed by him. So that's like, well, that's pretty cool. But also there was Jeff Reed, Mr. Quadzilla himself. And I had some photos of him. They came out nice. So I did the same thing. Let's do 2 photos. And then I also brought this ticket. So in overtime at Heinz Field, we had the Steelers hosting the Ravens for a Monday night game. Went into overtime. Clash of 2 very strong teams with 2 really good defenses. 23-20. He kicked a 46-yard field goal in overtime to win it. I mentioned that, and he wrote down, "It's good" from 46! Exclamation point. That is freaking amazing. Yes, thank you, Jeff Reed. So I went through Mr. Woodruff's line again with 4 trading cards. And he signed all 4 trading cards. Very cool. Went back through Jeff Reed's line, where I present him with this trading card and the other 2 photos I had of him. And I had forgotten that I actually had 2 other unsigned photos at my house of him. I actually bought these photos of Jeff Reed and Dwayne Woodruff just for this signing. And he talked about that game. He said, "Drop the puck," ceremoniously with Sidney Crosby and, a former Penguin, or a Penguin who wasn't a Penguin yet. Very cool. And also, after me, my buddy Ed, I had 2 of these cards. I gave him 1, and he signed 1 for me. 1 for him to keep and 1 for me. That was nice of him. And then I went through Dwayne Woodruff's line one more time because I had 3 cards. There was basically no line. They were so friendly. And he talked a lot about this card here from McDonald's, the McDonald's Qantas card there. So that was neat. So it was a good show. Holy cow. So yeah, thank you for the invite, Ed. Good to see you, Ken. Good to see you, Cory. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite. This was my most satisfying situation. Yeah, TriStar was not getting their $40 off me for an inscription. Nope. ended up taking care of it after all. So wonderful. I upload 3 videos a week, a TTM video on Monday, and an autograph and or trading card video on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Plus, sometimes I'll throw in some stuff on Thursdays. I really would appreciate if you'd like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Take care, everybody.